Okay. I guess I think we're live already.
Yes, we are live. We are starting straight away.
Yeah. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the October edition of TekTribe's webinar series themed Beyond Likes, Turning Online Presence into Real Opportunities. I am Idere Inukwe, and joining me as my amazing host is Olubumi Blossom. We are thrilled to have you all here, tech enthusiasts, students, professionals, and even those just curious about how the online world really works. At TekTribe, our mission is simple: to make technology accessible, impactful, and driven by social good. Whether through digital training, cloud solutions, or IT innovations, TekTribe helps individuals and businesses grow in the digital space. And today's conversation fits right into that vision.
That's right. So today we'll be talking about a topic that is very peculiar to everyone in the digital space. And the topic is how to move beyond likes and shares and how to create real opportunities for your online presence.
Great. So to help us navigate this conversation, we have a phenomenal guest with us, Chinonye Cynthia.
So our guest here is Chinonye Cynthia. She's a social media manager and B2B content marketer who helps tech startups and SaaS companies generate more leads and increase engagement on LinkedIn through high quality content. And in short, she knows how to turn clicks into clients and visibility into value. It's an honor to have you here today, Cynthia. We're excited to have you here.
Thank you.
Yeah, so that's
So
wonderful.
we'll
Thank
be
you so much.
starting right away.
Okay,
All
so
right.
to kickstart the discussion, I'll hand things over to Olubumi, who will take us into the heart of today's conversation. Olubumi, Blossom, please.
Okay, Upe, I think your network is not so strong. Um, Cynthia, we are excited to have you here.
Excited to be here myself. Thank you for having
Thank,
me.
thank you. Yeah, so this starting right away. Our audience are all excited. They are all eager to hear from you. So, can you briefly tell us about your journey into tech and what inspired you to specialize in social media marketing and content creation, especially for SaaS companies?
Okay. Um, my journey started unconventionally. I think for when I was a student, when I was still in school, at the early stage of my university journey, I needed something else to supplement for the to support myself, to supplement the money to my parents used to send, and to be more financially stable. So I was looking for extra cash. That's just the summary. And then I went online. I started searching what could I do, and then I landed an internship with a digital marketing agency for 6 months. And within that time, was tasked with a lot of things, from social media management to content creation to graphics design to copywriting. So that was what first exposed me to social media marketing. Afterwards, I started working with a tech company in Abuja. And while I was researching content ideas for the brand, because they create softwares, they sell softwares, so they create so many softwares. And I was researching content ideas and I stumbled on the word SaaS. So I did my research, and then when I started building on LinkedIn, I found out that so many SaaS companies do not have a solid online presence. They focus on the technical, they focus on selling, they focus on the coding, but they don't have a solid online presence. So I decided to bridge that gap, and I decided to niche down rather than work with everybody. I decided to make my messaging more targeted to SaaS companies to fill in that already existing gap they were having.
Yeah, that's great.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing that journey. Thank you.
I'm glad I could inspire.
Of course. Um, so you know, many people uh, would usually chase likes and followers online. It's very obvious that what is very trendy is you see people trying to chase likes and followers, but few actually understands how to translate that into results. So, what does it really mean to go beyond likes?
Okay. Um, Going beyond likes is shifting from what is popular, what everybody is interested in, and then coming down to what really matters. You need to use your content, you need to learn how to use your content to give you results. It's okay to get likes, to get shares, to get reports, to get comments. But if you're not able to transform this into something that pays you, with time, you would get tired. With time, that enthusiasm to keep posting will not be there because you're
Yeah,
not seeing
exactly.
any results from it.
Mm-hmm.
So those likes are like dopamine, they just make you feel excited at that moment. And then afterwards, your DMs are empty, nobody is reaching out to you, nobody is asking you, okay, how can I be better? Even if it's just to give them advice. Nobody is asking you real questions. They are
Mm,
engaging for you to engage with them. And the whole thing is so distracting and it's clouding and it's everywhere. But then when you can't convert these people, your followers, your likes into revenue, into customers, with time, the person would eventually get tired
mhm.
and they would just drop it, and then you see that someone is giving up and the person is like, ah, that thing is not for me. No, the person was not prepared to
Yes.
convert. Yeah,
Mhm.
so that's what it is. So you have to take action that puts money into your business even while getting the likes and the shares and the whole um popularity online.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. In fact, what you're saying is very true. I hear a couple of my friends on the social media. I want to be specific, Facebook. While they are trying to see how to monetize their account, and at some point trying to follow others and trying to get others to follow them. But in the end, it's still not working for them. So I hear some of them say, this blue app is not for me. Exactly your statement, and this is quite applicable. So
Yeah.
you made a very strong point there. Thank you very much. So at this point, many people have a misconception about the building an online presence. So what would you say is the biggest misconception people have about building an online presence, especially on platforms like LinkedIn?
Okay. I think LinkedIn is one very interesting platform that I have come to know. I started using LinkedIn way back when I started my online career, but at a point it was like as if I and LinkedIn were having issues. Every account I create, they'll take it down. Every account I create, they'll take it down until recently I came back and it's been a ride. So I noticed that most people think building an online presence just means having a large following or
Mm,
just posting 24/7, telling people to hire them, telling people to buy into their service or into their product without giving value. So they want the results, but they don't have the means, they don't know the means. So you have to give value, let people see the value that you have, how valuable you are to them. Companies and businesses, they see the value that you have to offer them, and then they come to you, they come for your brand.
mm,
Most times when people are just coming on LinkedIn, their mindset is they want to land a job that pays 1,000, 5,000 in the next 1 week, in the
mm,
next 2 months.
Right?
Yes, nobody has the patience to build, to go from
mm,
awareness to taking your customers through that journey where they get to know you, they like you, and then they trust you enough to want
mm,
to commit into what you have to offer. They just come with the mindset of sales, buy. All their content is about how to sell, how to sell, how to sell, but that's a wrong customer journey. So
wow.
that's a very big misconception that people have. And other persons just come for the fun of it. I noticed that some persons use platform for the fun of it, and then they tend to abuse the platform. So
Mm,
if you don't have a goal that is guiding you, what you want to achieve, you tend to misuse opportunities that would arise. So I think that's some of the misconceptions that I have noticed in my journey.
mm.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Frankly, many companies, especially startups, what they tend to do, like you have said, which is practically true, is trying to like push the sales, their product and services online. But then the right mentality about creating a great awareness, creating the right perspective about the platform they are using to sell their product and services is not properly guided in how they are doing it, and so it's actually a big problem for most companies. I've been in a company personally where it was a startup actually. I was a consultant then, trying to, all they were doing is just keep pushing posts, pushing flyers online every now and then, but nothing really was coming through. In fact, and so because the main intention was to make sales, but they were doing it wrongly. And so this program, I wish the owners of the companies are actually watching us on this program to be properly guided. So this program would should help companies like that to know the proper things to do.
Yeah.
Going to the next question. I want to ask, from your experience, how can someone begin to convert online engagement into real business or career opportunities? Because this is very vital. I think the key essence of an online platform, when it comes to sales of products or services, is to convert the online platform into something that generates value, maybe
Yeah.
monetary value for the company. So how can businesses begin to convert online presence, online engagement into real business or career opportunities, please?
Okay. For me, one thing I've noticed is personally, I used to fear to sell. I used to fear to talk about what I do, the services I offer. And I think that's something that also that's disturbing to most young people today. They are afraid to sell. They're afraid to sell their skills. They're afraid to sell their knowledge. They're afraid to sell their products. They can work for free, they can give freebies, they can share so many tips. But when it comes to taking money, it seems like as if their conscience begins to tell them you are doing something wrong. So rather than
Yeah.
just continuing to post, there's something called a customer journey in content marketing. So when you start a brand, and you are creating awareness about that brand. You are telling people this is what this brand does. This is the value we offer you. These are the services that we give. These are the products that we sell. There is a part of that journey you would get to, you would need to start incorporating sales. You will need to start incorporating call to actions. Either you're telling people to download to get their details, their emails, their phone numbers, or something, or you can tell them to join your community or something. But then at a point in that journey, you are transcending. You are going from just giving freebies, from just creating valuable content, to now getting people, to now getting leads. You are getting leads, and then now you now turn these leads into sales. They buy from you, they key into your service, they buy your products, and then you retain them with either emails or code DMs, or constantly sending them text like these network providers do. You see them all the time, they're sending
Yes.
you text messages. See, they are
Yes.
trying to
Yes.
keep you, they're keeping you in mind of their offers. Glow will send you, okay, we have this new offer, we have this new um product, dial this to get into it. So if you want to convert your online engagement, you need to create a customer journey. You need to know when to leave giving freebies, giving free value, to beginning to generate leads, to begin to get details, and then you begin to tell them to buy. You begin to sell something, positioning what you are selling as a valuable product or offer that they can't live without, like something that would literally change their lives. I don't know if you get my point.
Yes. Yes. Sure.
So you have to be time conscious. You have to be conscious of what you are doing, of your journey, of your goal, and then create a strategy to turn these engagements that you are getting into real value. If it's pitching your services, you know that okay, for 3 months you have been posting, consistently giving value, engaging, giving out freebies. You have been working maybe with free companies, doing internships. It is time to begin to pitch to companies that can pay you, pitch to individuals, to businesses that can give you money in exchange for your value. If you are selling services or products, you know, okay, it is time to begin to sell that your ebook, that's your course, that's your toolkit, that's your social media plan or something, your content calendar. It is time to begin to sell. So when you are conscious of these things, you find out that you are able to turn those engagements even before they notice that they are buying from you, because they still see you giving them value. But then now you're
Yes.
incorporating
Yes.
actions. Now you're incorporating
Exactly.
sales. So before they even notice that you're selling to them, you're already making something out of your online engagement.
That's true. I've learned a very valuable information from your expression. Yeah, the part where you said that knowing the time where you give freebies, knowing the time you do this and you do that, that actually itself would draw attention of online users to maybe following your page, and also not just following and liking your services and products, but also trying to engage by
Yeah.
converting online presence into value. That's a great one. Thank you for the insight.
You're
So,
welcome.
yes, I also want to know, you work with the tech startups. So, how do you help them move from visibility to actual lead generation and conversions, please?
Okay. Before I work, I don't think there's any client I've ever worked with that I don't first get on a call with to discuss their goals, because I can't just begin to create content. My knowledge of content marketing tells me that there is a goal for every business. Some business wants to generate sales, they want to generate leads, they want to get downloads, they want to get engagement, different goals for different brands. So the first thing you have to do is ask the client, what exactly do you want to achieve? My presence in your company, in your brand, how do you what do you expect by the end of our contract or before you renew the contract? How can I help your brand to grow? What exactly do you want from me? Because there was something you wanted that made you approach me to work with you. So, what
Exactly.
exactly do you want from me? And then you can now say, okay, my client wants to get downloads for their apps. How, what kind of content do I put out that would incite people to download my client's app?
Mm.
Do I need to do extra marketing, contact influencers, run ads? What exactly do I have to do to help my clients within this period of time to get results? You do this thing working with your customer journey. You are coming in, you are looking at their profile, and you're like, okay, they haven't really been posting anything serious or really catchy, engaging, or that is valuable. So you come and you turn it around. You're like, okay, what can I do to make somebody who is a visitor that
Mm.
finds this profile to be able to say, okay, this and this is what this brand does, this is what they offer, and um, this is how I can key into what this brand is doing. So you first and foremost, you have to, for me, I have to first of all get the goal, then create my strategy to achieve this goal for
Okay.
my clients. Yes, create a strategy to achieve this goal for my clients, then create content that aligns with this strategy. Begin to put out this content. If there are any other thing you have to do, you have to run ads, um you have to contact influencers, you have to do some marketing, you know how to put it into that strategy that you have created. Because honestly, for a content and for a customer journey, each part of the customer journey from awareness to retention to sales to whatever, they have their own specific type of content. They
Exactly.
have they have their engagement style. They have what
Mm-hmm.
you have to do at the back end to get results. So you cannot use what works for awareness to do what works for retention. You have to
Right.
be careful to put in the right parameters on at each stage, to make sure that by the end of the customer journey, by the end of that journey, you are getting the results that your client told you that they need. So if they need leads, you are creating content, you are creating a strategy to help them generate leads. If they need sales, you are creating a strategy, you are creating content that helps them achieve sales. If they need
Mm.
app downloads, if they need website visits, you are creating a strategy to help them achieve this because you have in mind already the goal that your client wants. So that helps, it gives you direction for what to achieve. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. This is quite insightful. In fact,
This
what I
is
have,
yeah.
yes, what I have extracted from all you say is, as a recap, is each client has a unique expectation, and for you to be able to satisfy this unique expectation, there is key need for you to also dig deep into how to be able to satisfy this expectation in bits, and in the end, give a satisfaction to this. I appreciate your insight. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you,
Bumi,
Cynthia. This
are you
is
still with
really
us?
I can't hear you.
thank you, Cynthia. This is really an exciting time.
I'm glad I
I'm
could.
sure you can both hear me, right?
Yes,
Yes,
I can
we
hear
can
you.
hear you. Okay, so moving to the next question, Cynthia, I
Yeah.
want to know what are some key indicators that show your online content is because there are two things. Are you with me? Can you still hear me? Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, of course. So one aspect is either you're actually creating impact or you're just creating impression. So what is that? Maybe what I would term as KPI value to the online presence, please.
Okay. Um, Impressions lie. You can see, I think one experience that my boss used to talk about was people who maybe something they do or a video they posted just suddenly goes viral. We are seeing them getting 10K, 20K, 100K likes, but at the end of the day, it doesn't result in any value. It doesn't result
Exactly.
in any impact on the people and on them. And some persons also do not know how to convert those likes, impressions into something valuable for themselves. So likes, comments are
Okay.
vanity metrics. They
Okay.
don't determine or they don't they're not key um they're not key points to look out for in
Okay.
judging the impact you're making. So aside from getting likes and comments, you should talk about conversions. Conversions is also very important because if you're not converting people, then it's obviously of no impact. Your content is not making any impact. So you have to get conversions. Are you getting leads? Are you getting sales? Are you getting sign-ups to your emails, to your newsletters? What are the what how much revenue have you generated from your online presence?
Okay.
What is the value of the leads that you have generated? If you are generating leads and they are not leads that you can convert, people you can sell to, even if they're not buying from you immediately, they can be buying from you in the next 3 months, in the next 6 months. But then if you're not
Mm.
generating these valuable digital leads, then you're not making real impact. So you have to go beyond the likes. Likes are not leads, followers are not your customers. Engagement does not determine, it does not equal revenue. So you have to go above this and begin to get real conversions. You need to get real sales. real leads. You need to generate revenue from your online presence. So I think those are like the key metrics that anybody
Mhm.
should look out for if you want to know if you are really making impact, even if people are not buying from you immediately. I remember when I started online, I was doing affiliate marketing then, and then
So,
someone messaged me and was like, he needed me to work with an what's this word? A philanthropist who was teaching
okay.
people different online skills, and he wanted me to teach them affiliate marketing. At first, I felt I was not ready because I mean, I was barely a year into affiliate marketing. So, what do I even know? How many
Mm.
sales have I made that I want to be teaching people? But then I had to go back, and then I believe that this person trusted my capacity because I
Mhm.
used my WhatsApp for my affiliate marketing, and this person has been viewing my status, seeing my results and everything, and this person trusts me. So even
Mm.
if somebody is not buying from you directly, if you are getting referrals, that is also a good matrix to check if you are making impact, because they won't want to refer somebody that would disappoint them. Nobody would want to refer somebody that they don't trust, or
Mm.
somebody that that won't deliver. So you have to get real conversions. You need check your revenue. What are you generating from that platform? And do people trust you enough to refer you for positions, for jobs? Do people trust you enough, or are you just there happy you're getting 1,000K likes, you're getting comments, but then no
And nothing
real,
else.
nothing else?
Okay. Wow. Thank you. Thank you very much, Cynthia. Thank you.
So,
Yes. Um, I I don't know. Bumi, are you still with us? Okay. So,
Yes, I'm
I
here.
appreciate.
Thank
Okay,
you,
please.
Cynthia.
welcome.
It's really nice hearing from you. I'm actually learning a lot, even as a social media manager myself. And just like you said, beyond the likes, beyond the followers. So are these people really your clients? Are they your customers? Did they come from your service? So that's just a whole lot to learn from there. And moving past few days, like yes, based on your experience and all, can you share one or two examples from your clients or personal experience where a strong online presence directly led to something tangible like opportunities, jobs, partnerships, collaboration, visa lottery, or whichever? So we'd love to hear from you.
Okay. I think about plus or minus 100% of the jobs I have gotten, engagements, speaking engagements, all come from my online presence. I've never really had to apply for jobs, though I apply, but
Wow.
I'm not really somebody that has that time to come and start applying for jobs, like just spend hours applying. And that is where I would say my jobs come from. Most of the time, it comes from referrals. I remember the first job I had as a social media manager. I had just started my training in social media management. I'd gotten a course to deepen my knowledge on social media management around January, and then I just posted something on my status, and that was it. I got even before I finished taking that course, because I already had an online presence. Like, I was already using my WhatsApp status to sell. Remember, I'm coming from affiliate marketing, then doing my internship for more money, like to get more skills that I can sell to make extra money. And then now I'm posting that I'm starting out as a social media manager. And then someone is like, okay, I know a brand in this place, they need somebody. The last person they employed was not, and I'm like, okay. And then when I post, and then I think one day I had engaged on the community, and then somebody entered my DM. I was like, I didn't apply for the job. Like, I've not applied for any jobs since, but I have jobs. I get jobs. I've not applied for any job. And she was like, please, if the job, she was like, if the job comes, push some to me. I'm like, okay, I have heard you. But then
Uh,
I think yes. Even one time I was building on X, that's on Twitter, and then someone invited me to a Twitter space
mm,
to talk about Web3 and all of that. And my friends, I told my friends then in school, and they were very surprised because I had just started putting out content about Web3. Like I was still learning Web3. I was not even grounded in Web3 yet. And then someone is already inviting me to speak on a Twitter space. So you see, it's like laying the foundation, like planting a seed, and then when the tree grows, you enjoy the fruits. Even my clients, one of the tech company I was working with in Abuja, there was a software they built. That software is for inventory. They help businesses. They started off by building the software and going to install it for the businesses that needs it, those that are for big businesses. But then there was also a market for small business owners who cannot afford to get the company to come and install it. So they created an app for this inventory. And then we're thinking of how do we get more people to see this valuable product? How do we get more people how do we get more people to begin to take inventory for their business? You get like because every business started small. So even while you are like,
yeah.
okay, this is a small business, you are still hoping for the business to grow. So if you start inventory from small before the business becomes very big, you're already used to how to run your inventory for your business. So we building our profile online actually helped us because by the time we're writing to companies, writing to organizations to support the the move to train students who run small businesses on how to use inventory, they were willing to partner with us because you
So,
have yeah, because there's something to look at. There is an
yes.
online presence to say, okay, yeah, this person, these people are genuine. They have been giving out something before, so let us partner with them. So yes, when you have like solid online presence that is credible, and targeted, you find out that jobs, partnerships, collaborations will keep coming. Yeah,
Mm.
they would always come.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Cynthia. I appreciate the way you're
That's
detailed.
really insightful.
Yes,
Thank
please
you.
go ahead. Hello, Bumi. Are you with us? Can you hear me? Okay. Cynthia,
Yeah.
I I want to strongly commend you for being quite consistent and also being very elaborate when you are explaining things to us. Not just to us, your hosts, but to our online community. You know, I appreciate your detail and this shows a depth of knowledge on your area of specialty. I greatly appreciate your being with us. So I want to find out, um, consistency online is hard for many people, frankly. And what strategies would you recommend for maintaining an authentic and professional online presence without burning out?
Okay. A, a coach I work with now, she used to always say, creating systems would always give you results, and it would help you stay grounded. Systems can be in form of people, tools, people
Okay.
you tell, like in accountability. Get someone who is as hungry as you are for success, and you tell this person, I want to achieve this within this set time, and then the both of you can work together to achieve it. So creating systems is very important. When you wake up in the morning, what do you do? Do you just pick up your phone and scroll TikTok for 1 hour before you realize that, oh, I'm trying to build a brand on LinkedIn. Let me see how I can engage there. Or do you wake up and you already tell yourself, okay, this is what I want to do today, and you get to it? So another thing that helps me is, aside accountability, is creating my content in badges. I badge create
Okay.
my content,
Okay.
from video content to written content to graphics. I batch create them. It helps me to, even when I do not feel like to write, or I do not feel like to be in front of the camera, I already have content to put out. So all I have to do is go to my content calendar, I copy the content and I post it. So when you batch create your content, rather than creating your content on the spot, except if it's something that just happened and you want to share it, you already have your main content for that day. Let's say you're someone that posts in the morning, and you already have your main content for that day, and then you want to post later on in the day something that happened, maybe while you're at work or while you were on the road, you're on transit. You can do that on the spot, or you can use it to create as a baseline to create another content for some other day. But creating your content helps you save time. It helps you save time. It helps you stay consistent, because you would not always be in the mood to write. You would not always be in the mood to design. You would not always be in the mood to stay before the camera. But because you have created those contents in batch, you
Okay.
can just go there, copy and post them. Then another thing is I repurpose my content. Repurposing your content means that you use one content in various ways. So
Okay.
I can write something today. It is just a blog post. Tomorrow I convert it to a carousel. I don't have to go and start researching carousel ideas from the very beginning again. I just repurpose it. Or I can
Okay.
use it to create videos. I can use it to create infographics. It is still that one content, but then I've been able to convert it into multiple content. And like I said before, accountability. You can join a community, if you can get somebody and the both of you work together, or you join a community and you are active and you are ready to put in the work that is required of you, you would beat procrastination. Yeah.
Yes. Very, very important. Beating out the procrastination.
Yes, it's very deadly if you let it creep in too much.
Okay.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you.
I'm glad. Thank you.
One key thing I've actually picked from one thing I've actually picked from all you've said is the need for a company to grow themselves, creating their own brands, all right? And they just focus more on the organizations or on their employers' social media platforms without growing themselves. And from what you've even said, that okay, growing yourself, that most of the jobs they even often they are based on what you do, what you put out for yourself. So I think for our audience, for the social media managers or strategists watching here, so it's not just enough to grow other people's brand. You have to grow your own brand as well. So we don't get carried away, right? We don't get carried away. I think
Yeah.
I remember a point like then, yeah, like many of my friends will be like, ah, you don't post online. We've not been seeing your status. We've not been seeing your post on LinkedIn and on. And I'm like, ah, I've been posting. I've been posting, not just on my own account, but on others. So I think creating visibility for yourself as a content strategy is actually very key. It's essential. This will make me move to the next question. For students, and actually I also noticed that you too must have maybe been a student and still creating, still a social media manager. So what do you have to say for students who are trying to venture into this particular field? What do you have for them? Like how can they multitask learning? How can they multitask academic and the growing up of their own brand?
Okay. Being a student can be a lot.
Mm.
Same way
Right.
as working 9 to 5 or working remotely, it can be a lot. So it's combining the both. It's going to tell on you. That's the very first thing. Because there were nights I didn't sleep and I still have to go for 8 a.m. lectures and stay till 2 p.m., come back, and you are so tired. Sometimes I used to sleep in class. God bless my lecturers.
Seriously.
Yes. Um, so if you want, I think another thing that helped me too was something that helped me was because my school's calendar is not really choked up. It's quite flexible.
Wow.
Yeah,
Seriously?
yeah, it's quite flexible.
Wow.
Except,
So we
so you're saying something?
I like that kind of school.
Yes, I really appreciated that. Except this our last year, they really rushed us in that one. So if you are a student and you want to start putting out your content online, you want to get into tech, you want to attract brands, you have to be able to first and foremost balance it. How does your school operate? If you know that your school is very choked up, or let's just say or you're working a 9 to 5 and you know that your job is very, very choked up. As a student, what I would advise you to do is focus on what brought you to your institution. Every other thing would be a distraction. If you can't handle 3 jobs, take only one. But then you have to first and foremost tell yourself the truth. What I am doing, how does it affect what I came here for? Because if you come to school and you spend 5 years for a 4 year course, nobody's going to believe that you were trying to make extra money. That was why you failed. They would all conclude that you were an unserious student, you went to school to gallivant, and that is
That
why you failed. nobody is going to understand. And you can't tell a typical Nigerian parent that you want to drop out to pursue your tech dream.
Hmm.
How do you explain it that you want to drop out and pursue a tech dream that you are not even sure about? So you have to first tell yourself the truth. Can you combine? Can you work the both of them side by side? And if it's something that you can do, then you start putting yourself out there. When they say build in public, they were right, build in public. Look for a platform, even if it's just one platform. Understand what works for that platform. Engage, network, format your content very well. Learn how to use hooks and trigger words. You don't have to niche down first because now you are trying to build your base. You can work as as much as you can, or you can niche down if you choose to. But then you have to put in your best and put in your energy. Take up internship, take up free jobs for reviews, build your portfolios, and begin to apply for roles. Use those reviews that you have gotten to build online credibility. These are the things that you have to do, but then first you have to tell yourself the truth so that you don't get choked up in that web of trying to do more and then you are not really doing more, or that you're pulling yourself backward. So you have
Hmm.
to tell yourself the truth, then look for a platform, begin to build in public, engage, network. Don't be shy. The world does not favor shy people. Don't be timid. The world does not favor timid people. You have to demand for what you want from life, else you will just be there and anything and everything will happen to you. So you have to tell yourself this is what you want and go for it. So network, there's nothing like being shy. Go for events, physical events, link up with people, exchange contacts, meet people who are in positions to employ you. They are human beings like you. Celebrities you are seeing, popular mentors you are seeing, they are humans like you. They are people who have access to them. So go to them, talk to them, get them in your contact, engage with them, put out yourself. And if you have internship roles, go for internship roles, do free jobs for reviews, build your portfolio, and apply for roles. And that's it.
Great.
Perfect. Perfect. Just like you said, the world does not need timid people. And just like you said, some students might be expecting to get like 1 million job immediately, but then they just start somewhere, internships, even freelancing and all. Thank you, Cynthia, for this. This is really a whole lot.
You're welcome.
So we'll be moving to the next question. Now with the use of AI and all, um, people will say, AI, why do I need to hire a social media manager? After all, AI can write all the content for me. I have my AI assistant and all. I have automation and all of that. So now, how can one balance the use of AI? How can one balance automation with maintaining a genuine human voice online? Like, how can one use the tool, using your creativity, using AI without one lapping on the other?
Okay. Um, AI is like a co-pilot. It's there to assist. It's there to not take
Right.
over. Yes. People who would take over are actually
Yeah.
people who have learned how to use AI to their advantage. So if you would spend
Right.
if you would spend 2 hours creating a 30-day content calendar plus the captions and everything, and then you're able to prompt your AI very well, You're able to train and model your AI to give you the kind of content that your audience likes, that you like, that connects, that is compelling. All you have to do is now take this content that you have gotten and then fix your human touch.
Mm.
Remove what sounds robotic, remove what is not it, and focus on where to put your human touch, your human connection. And then you see that you have done something that will take you initially 2 hours, you've done it in 45 minutes. So you need to learn how to use AI to your advantage as a creator, as a business owner, even when you're automating. So persons automate and then they expect automation to do everything. Like you have put in some keywords, some key questions, some key phrases in your automation, and then a client now asks you something deeper or something that tool does not recognize. But because you
Mm.
feel you have set up automation, you can just leave it and you have lost a customer.
Big time.
Yeah, you have lost a customer. So you can use automation, but it still doesn't mean that you abandon the tool to do everything for you. You can still go
Yeah,
back,
right.
check through it. So automation AI, they are tools that were created to help, to assist, but not to take over. So rather than just leaving it, you just go to AI in the morning on ChatGPT or on Croc and you just write the content idea that you need, and then it writes the whole caption for you. You copy everything and you come to LinkedIn and you post it. It's not going to connect. Nobody's going to feel it because that is a robot writing. But if you are able to prompt your AI very well, model it, train your AI tool for that brand or for that niche, and then when you get the content, you read through it and you infuse humanity into it, you would still build that human voice. Nobody's going to know. They are not going
Mm.
to. Yes, it's still going to come out genuine and valuable. But all you have to do is learn how to prompt, learn how to train your AI, and then when it gives you results, you can now tailor it and infuse that human touch into it, and then you get better results.
True. I like the
That,
sound of infuse humanity to it. I really like that sound. Thank you. So before we ask our final questions, I'm sure Idoreyin has some addition to say. So ID, you can go on.
okay, yes. Yeah, you know, some time ago in a training that was arranged by the U.S. exchange alumni, Nigeria. Someone asked such a question. They were talking. It was still on social media and the likes, and then part of the points we discussed was using AI to create CVs, cover letters. Quite impressive that the uh, AI assistants that we have in different given by different companies like the ChatGPT, the OpenAI, Meta AI, and the rest. They are quite useful. But being able to know where you should readjust the contents, when you're using AI, how do you give all that it gives you? Because most times, like you said, using the right prompts. In fact, one of my connections on Facebook, he's an Indian. He gave a few prompts that works best, that helps, like you said, giving that human touch. So a couple of creating that prompts would help your AI assistant to be able to give what looks like human and not what looks like an AI message. So quite impressive. And this is vital information, because many people who believe that AI alone is enough to create a good social media content that attracts value, that generates value, maybe in a given business. People like that, I would say they are wrong. Depending fully on AI is not so okay. And like you rightly say, keeping its balance, so the human touch would have to come in. And I want to believe that our guests who are online, our online the online people who have joined us should also take a prior notice of this very vital information. Thank you very much. Bumi, please go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, all the information being shared there is all vital. Is all vital. I'm sure everyone is taking note. Everyone is taking note. Thank you very much. And Cynthia, finally. So would like to hear from you, or perhaps in one word, in
Sorry,
one
Bumi.
sentence, for someone that is trying to.
Sorry, Bumi. There is no.
Okay,
Still have an auxiliary question for Cynthia. Yes, please go ahead.
it's okay. You can do.
Yes. Okay, should I go ahead before you ask her the final question?
Yes, you can go ahead, please.
Okay. Um, Cynthia, most companies would like to hire you, contract you to help them, not just boost their online presence, the likes, the comments, but goes beyond that to converting into value. So, does it really cost a fortune for a startup company? You deal more with startup companies. I know of a few, and which I would even like to recommend to meeting with you somehow. Does it cost a fortune for such startups to contract you, to contract Cynthia, to help them convert the likes, the comments to value?
Okay.
Yes, please.
Sorry. I've come to understand in marketing that what is a fortune to you might not be a fortune to another person.
That's a fact.
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
Yes,
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a mind-blowing fact.
sure.
Yeah. So every company has what they call a fortune. Every business owner has what they call a fortune. They have a budget. If something is going to cost you, if you're going to lose 10,000 naira if you don't do something with 100 naira, would you prefer to lose that 10,000 naira than to invest 100 naira or 1,000 to avoid that problem? We would all want to save our 10,000 and just invest.
Definitely. Yeah, yes,
Yes.
definitely. Yeah.
So I don't like to judge for my clients what is expensive or what is a
Okay.
fortune and what is not a fortune. So most of the time when they come, I look at what they want and how much I am investing. So that sets the pricing. So it is versus what they want, how much I'm investing, what I'm ready to give,
Mm.
and then we can go.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That answers my question. Bumi, please go ahead.
I'm glad I could.
Bumi, are you with us? Okay,
Yes, I'm
so
here. Thank you, Cynthia.
okay.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so finally to our last question, like I was saying earlier on. So in one word, in one sentence, for someone that is trying to get likes, to get engagement, or someone that is that is aspiring for beyond likes, what do you have to say for that person? And for someone that have also been posting, just posting content, not getting the engagement, not getting referrals for his or her services, what do you have to say for such person?
Okay. I would say for the person who is just starting, you have to create a strategy. You know what you want to achieve. Create a goal. Know what you want to achieve. And then give value relentlessly until opportunities have no choice but to find you.
Hmm.
And if you have been on the platform, you have to now go back and check what have I been doing right or wrong. Now you have to go back and ask yourself questions. You have to check what you have been doing and how I put it, let's say rework the wheel, redo just what have
Re-strategize.
yes, re-strategize.
Yes.
Because you can see that where you are going, it's not giving you what you want, or what you are doing is not giving you what you want. So what do? You go back and then you do a review. What platform does my clients go to? Where would I find my clients? Would I find them more on Instagram? Would I find them more on LinkedIn, on TikTok? What kind of content do they read? What kind of content aligns with them? What kind of content do they appreciate? Do they appreciate video content or written content? Do they appreciate blogs? And then you can now create that content to help you achieve it. Starting with this new strategy you are working on. So if it's not working, you have to go back content. But if you're starting out, choose a platform and give out value relentlessly until opportunities find you.
Great.
Yeah,
Great. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you for being quite insightful, being detailed. Uh,
Well,
Bumi, do you have something to add to that? Okay, so this is actually this has been an incredible session we had. Cynthia, thank you for sharing such practical insights. Turning online presence into real opportunities is exactly what many of us need to hear in this digital age. And to our amazing audience, thank you for joining us, engaging, and learning with us today. Remember, Tech Tribe is all about empowering people through technology. So whether you are just getting started or already in the field, keep pushing, keep learning, and keep showing up beyond the likes. We'll see you next time for another powerful edition of Tech Tribe's webinar series. So stay connected, stay inspired, and keep creating impact. Cynthia, thank you very much. Thank you once again. And
you're
yes, thank you. And goodbye for now.
thank
goodbye.
you so much. Yeah, thank you so much, Cynthia. This is really an insightful and intelligent conversation. I really admire your strength, your vastness, and your proactiveness. It's
Thank you
really
very
good to
much.
have you here. Thank you.
Thank you so much
We hope to
for
have another session of this next time.
Okay. Okay, that would be very nice. And thanks to you and Tech Tribe for having me, for finding me insightful, worthy, amazing enough to share on your platform. I am
Thank
grateful.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. So thank you. Till next time.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Bye. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah.